Dr. Elmer, Advanced Neurospinal Solutions, and we're still talking about brain injury, traumatic brain injury. And why is it bad? That's the question. Very interesting. Why is it bad? Because it has an indelible effect on the thing that runs everything. that computer system, that part that receives all the information from the body and our world, and then responds and gives us our motor output that causes us to be able to think, causes us to have personality, causes us to affect our hormonal systems, causes us to have an immune system that is controlled and directed by it. All those things are going to be altered because of that. Now, we talked about the difference between a brain injury where you can see it on the MRI and a brain injury where you can't. At the end of the day, it's still damaged tissue, stuff that's dysfunctional, and it has an impact on the systems that are actually damaged, but it also has an impact on, imagine if the whole thing is like an orchestra, right? And you take this orchestra and they normally are operating, and we'll take 8 of those players and tie their hands to make it difficult for them to do what they're doing, along with the rest of the orchestra, and the guy who's the director, he's up there trying to get things going, and things just aren't working together in harmony like they should. Sometimes even some of those players aren't working at all, and so it creates all that issue. Why is it bad also? It's bad because it's like a sunburn. It continues to do damage unless you stop the inflammation. Once you stop the inflammation, you have to make sure that you don't reignite it. You don't accidentally get some kind of a hormonal event or some kind of toxin or MSGs. The artificial sweeteners can have an impact on it and get it restarted to where it's cooking again, right? And so the effect is you've got to stop the inflammation, number one, and number two, then you've got to stop the triggers, and then at some point you're going to have to close the blood-brain barrier. Now, we've talked about the blood-brain barrier in relation to the gut barrier, right? The gap junctions there, and we've talked about the skin, that they're all one like a shield to protect you, and that if your gut goes down, your brain goes down, brain barrier goes down. If your brain barrier goes down, your gut goes down. Well, studies show that if you get a brain injury, you will acquire leaky gut within 72 hours. Why? Because the systems go down, right? The shield goes down. If you didn't have a leaky gut already, right? And if you have a leaky gut, you have leaky brain and leaky skin. And so just know that. And so stopping that whole process is vital, because the future looks bleaker as we go with a brain injury. And so getting it refunctioning is only a part of the challenge, because you can later wind up worse because you triggered another event. So hopefully that gives you a little more clarity into traumatic brain injury. It's become a big thing in our world. It's really sad that we have it, but we have many challenges with physics in our world. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. I'm happy to do more videos, and remember, we're here when you're ready to take your life back.